how has the affordable house or the construction industry, in your opinion, how has it changed your business?
Well, Your Excellency, first I'll take you back to when you came to do groundbreaking at Soweto. You know, at that point, everyone was doubting this project. No one had a belief that this can be actualized. But I remember when I attended the groundbreaking, I listened to you and I saw a man with a mission. And when we sat down as a board, we decided we have to be intentional and we must support this program. And that is how we started supplying Soweto. We have been at the center of that project, and our steel has been consumed there. What happened, Your Excellency, and what people need to understand is everyone had just come out of the COVID hit. So all the businesses were suffering, people were being laid down, government was not doing infrastructure projects, then affordable housing came in. Affordable housing, from where I sit, has been in a space where it has brought back people to employment. We had reduced our workforce. Now our workforce has gone to almost 1,500 on permanent. We have within the supply chain another almost 3,000 people employed. Down chain, we have over 10,000 people who benefit from our factory production all the way to when Anthony is doing his steel. Around so many things. It works around me increasing my capacity from 200 tons a day to 300 tons a day. Me increasing my fleet from 20 to 60. That means I have to employ more drivers. That means I have to employ more ton boy. That means I have to employ more people to load the steel. I have to employ more people to offload the steel. And this goes down and trickles down to creating more business and more capacity. We have also been able to...
Just for numbers, in the last 2 years, or let's say 2.5 years, so what are the numbers? What are the numbers? You've increased your capacity from 2...
We have increased our capacity from, actually, we used to do an average of 6,000 tons a month. Now we have the capacity to do over 20,000 tons.
So from 6,000 to 20,000?
To 20,000, yes.
In terms of employees?
In terms of production.
Yes, no.
In terms of employees, we had reduced during COVID to almost half, but now we have increased by over 1,000 people employed. Okay? And that is directly employed. Now,
so you have another 1,000 people employed in just your company?
Yes.
And it's just one of the many?
Yes, and that is directly.
That's
indirectly, yeah. Because we have guys who do supplies, we have casuals who come in for the day labor, we have over 2,000 people.
Now working?
Yes.
Help me, you know, inform some of the people in leadership. One governor was telling his county, we don't want the president to bring housing. We will build our own houses. We want him to bring industries so that we can hire more people.
Your Excellency, what I've learned actually in a span of 2 years is that talk is very cheap until you're on the ground. These people who talk like this are people who have not gone to the site. I've made it deliberate that I have to visit these sites and see what is happening. It's until you go to these sites and you see the number of people who have been employed, you see the number of mamamboga who are selling food, you see the amount of boda riders who are ferrying people to and from the sites. It's when you understand what is really happening. But when I sit at the comfort of my big office in the city of Nairobi, I can talk from an ignorant point of view and say that this is not what we need. But what I can ask them is very simple. Go to the ground. Let them go to the ground. Let them see what is actually happening.
Let me ask you a direct question. Is affordable housing creating jobs in industry?
It is creating quite a big percentage of jobs. I'll tell you right now, direct, personally, 50% of our supply goes to affordable housing. Yes.
And so you are employing people working in industry supplying affordable housing?
Exactly.
Now, there is also another allegation that was made by some of my competitors that for every steel that you supply, William Ruto gets a percentage. Please.
To be honest, I wish that was not the case because, again, we go back to people just speaking from an ignorant point of understanding. Your Excellency, let me explain to you how the entire ecosystem works. One thing you have said today is, watu lazima wajitume, all right? When this project started, we took it deliberate that we have to go and look for the contractors. You cannot sit and wait for the contractor to come to you. We have no laxity for that. The people who are saying, oh, chuma ni ya Ruto, simiti ni ya Ruto, are people who do not understand how marketing and how convincing works. If I don't go looking for Anthony, he has no time to come looking for me. I have to be the one initiating a conversation and asking Anthony, Anthony, the project you have in Karatina, between now, the point you get awarded and the time you get your advance, how can I assist you do some milestones? You see? But this is a conversation that has to be intentional. You have to be on the ground to understand it. So all these people who are saying these things, it's unfortunate, but the devil is a liar. Today they are being shamed.
Thank you very much. So let me ask you one more. Because we want to deal with the monster of corruption, in your business, in your association, and this also goes to Lillian, because for us to succeed, we have to work with integrity. Has any of your members, starting with David here, has any of your members been subjected to harassment that for them to supply affordable housing with their steel or their cement, there must be a percentage, to be given to P.S. Hinga or the minister, or William Ruto has sent somebody that they need a cut for them to supply affordable housing? Do you have any experience, David? Has it come to your company? Do you know any other company that has been subjected to touch? And finally, to Lillian, has any of your members, because we want to work transparently, if any of your members has complained that they have to bribe somebody for them to supply to any contractor in our affordable housing program, please help me. Let them step forward so that we can deal with corruption if it is there.
Your Excellency, that has not happened. Actually, the only harassment we have, especially in the steel industry, is supply timeline. Because the contractors want to deliver on time. So they have to harass you to make sure you deliver steel or be it cement on time. So corruption doesn't exist in this space, and that is one thing we have to give it to you as the leader of government, and also to the State Department for ensuring that there are no leaks and there are no gaps for such practices to be brought on board. And also, Your Excellency, at the end of the day, with the capping that we are getting from the PS on how the margin's so small, how much can you give? You cannot give. It's impossible.
Okay. So the margin is also already too small to share with other people.
The margin is too small to even tolerate. You don't have the luxury
to share with other people.
It's too small to tolerate even the thought of having that discussion.
Lillian?
Thank you, Your Excellency. I think integrity is one of the key issues that we stand for as we engage with the manufacturers. And definitely if there was any issue around corruption, bribery, we would have already raised this issue with yourself. This is something that, in fact, what he's talking about